Good morning, everybody. I want to share some verses of scripture with you coming out of Mark chapter 4, verses 35 through the end of the chapter, talking about with the disciples and Jesus. They just got finished seeing a huge miracle on their side of the Sea of Galilee, and now they're trying to cross over to the other side. And the disciples are in a boat, and all of a sudden at night, a storm comes up, and Jesus is in the boat asleep, and they cry out to him, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" And Jesus responds by getting up and calming the water and calming the wind, and says, "Quiet and be still." And sure enough, right when he says that, the winds and the seas obey him, and it really baffles the disciples, and they're surprised, and they even question themselves, who is this man that even the winds and the seas obey him? And it just seems like when you're in that middle area, sometimes things get hard, things get tough, you start to question whether you did the right thing, or you question whether if Jesus is even there. And that's when we really have to check ourselves and check our faith. And Jesus even calls them on that. He says, do not have faith." And it just reminded me of my life and what I do from time to time, and I try to do so much by myself. And with just myself and what I can do, I can only make it about halfway of what God intended for me to make it the entire way. But the only way I can make it the entire way is with Him. And see, what we can do halfway ourselves, Jesus can do the entire way with Him. And so I want to challenge you with this today, is that whatever you make of today, make sure Jesus is the very center of everything you do. Just like in Scripture, that the disciples made it halfway when the storms came, but when we continue to have faith in Jesus, in the first verse of chapter 5, he says, when they arrived on the other side. And whenever we make Jesus the center, we can make it to where He intends us to go and where He intends us to end up. But it's only when we try to do ourselves that we only make it halfway, that whatever we think we can do ourselves may take us years, months, whatever, but God can take us there instantly. So I just want to challenge you with that today, to make God the very center of everything that you do and the purpose of everything that you do. So take care, God bless, and read Matthew 4 verses 35 really through the middle of chapter 6. All right, God bless, have a great day.